Hello and welcome to the first weekly guide of 2025. This week we've got ourselves The Future is Bright. Chapter number 1 means we need to own and drive the 2019 Rimac Concept 2. Don't ask what happened to the Concept 1. Here's mine, so let's go ahead and just move it forward a bit and we should hopefully see any second there is a chapter number 1 complete. Going to a chapter number 2, we need to go ahead and get this thing to over 250 miles an hour for 10 seconds. So there's a highway ahead of us, a lot of power underneath our right foot, so let's get going. And there's 250, now we have to hold it for 10 seconds and the hope that we manage to keep it above 250 miles an hour before we get to the speed zone so the chapter can complete. And there we go, apparently we've done it already. Cool, going on to a chapter number 3, like no other, we need to go ahead and win ourselves a road race. Now I know what you're thinking, am I crazy enough to do that in this car? Yep, yes I am. This could be a terrible, terrible mistake, but we're going to do it anyway. And away we go with a terrible, actually no, not a terrible launch, that's actually pretty decent, I'm surprised. The only question is, can it turn? The answer is definitely not. But it's got the straight line speed, look at that, we're nearly at 200, in fact there we are at 200 already. And hopefully any second straight past Koenigsegg and also a McLaren 2, I forgot there was a turn there. In case you're wondering, the Rimac Concept 2 is not exactly cheap because one of these is approximately $2 million, which is roughly about this in pound sterling. And I've got to say, it's quick, but it does not like this track one bit. Although, to be fair, I think this might end up being one of the fastest times I've set on here. Okay, the finish line's right there, just slightly bounced off the wall, and across we go with a very tricky to get, believe it or not, first place, and a time of 1 minute 46. And there we go, moving on to chapter number 4, we've got to go ahead and drive this thing a lot more now because we need to cover 10 miles. Which means it's going to be a very long drive, so I hope you've got some popcorn ready. Okay, and there we go. We've driven for 10 miles, so I should see hopefully now that chapter is complete and 5 points are going towards your festival playlist total. Mine this week currently stands at 64 out of 70, so I've just got the daily challenges left to do. I've got to say, what a drive that was as well. I think probably one of the quicker ones, despite the fact we had to cover double the mileage. Usually because most of the time it asks you to drive roughly about 5 miles. But in the meantime, that is this weekly challenge done and dusted. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to go ahead and share this to anyone else who needs help completing this week's weekly challenge, and I will see you all in the next one. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Thanks for watching. Tech out. See ya! At least this one didn't set on fire.